Welcome back, you guys. I'm Connor O'Reilly, and I'm in South Carolina getting ready for the Mary Sunshine House Classic Disc Golf Pro Tour Q Series at the Oconee National Disc Golf Complex. Daunting track. If you didn't watch the front nine already, hardest hole on the planet is on the front nine. And honestly, this track probably has 6 more of the other hardest holes out of the top 10 on the planet. It's just that difficult. I think this property, with time, will be one of the best courses in the planet. And here we're in hole 10, so let's get to it. Hole 10. I realized while playing it yesterday, the farther you can get, the better off you are. And because the second shot is just kind of a poke and pray. So if you can get down there, give yourself more chances, it's probably good. I'm going to play flex driver off the tee, hoping for a little bit of a late finish to the left. A little low out of the hand. Gonna get to the ground early there. Hopefully I'm not on a tree in my swing like I was yesterday. And if I'm not, there's probably a chance at a long birdie. Let's see. You're not gonna be able to see the basket from here. Hopefully you can see the flight of the disc. Now I have this gap right in front of me that I think I'm just gonna go for. Play a firm, straight to stable mid-range. And just honestly, you gotta do a little hope and a prayer on this second shot. And there's just a wall of trees. Kind of a common theme on some of these second shots on this course. Okay, we hit the gap, and yeah, hit a tree. So let's try to save par or take a miracle bird. Now I think the intended approach shot is over the red basket with a little finish late, but that's just too specific, to be honest. It also kind of thins out up here on the left, but then you run into that bunker of trees between you and the basket. I think I'm gonna go forehand spike Annie. It's this course's favorite shot. Par will be pretty solid from here. Felt good. Yeah, there's a tree. Wow. Yeah, really don't like the second shot on this hole. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think it needs some refinement. First shot's okay. Makes sense. Repeatable, challenging, separating, everything you want. Second shot, where are we supposed to go? From here you can kind of see that gap that we're supposed to finish through, but the issue is we're coming from over here through these 2 trees first, and then you have to fade it into there. It just needs to lose some of those trees at the end, or give more options to get to those trees repeatably. Try to get cheeky, chip in a little backhand here. Well, we got a putt. Maybe I should have got cheeky with the forehand. Dealer's choice. After a pretty ideal drive, we now have, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a bogey look. That's crazy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Pop them fingers, buddy. Ooh, that's a frustrating double. Hole 11. Very interesting one. The Gates of Narnia, a mousetrap. You guys name it in the comments. Let me know. What are you naming this hole? You have a garden grate creating this tunnel. Very low ceiling. Maybe 9 feet tall, 8 feet tall. And just a wall of trees everywhere. Other than that, basket's 444 feet away, tucked slightly right. It's just a incredibly hard par 3. I'm gonna rip a forehand. See if we can get some fortune. Or just pure it. Come on. Well, that's about all I can ask for, honestly. Being anywhere through that tunnel. You did a great job. And yeah, this hole needs some work. Either the basket needs to be straight through that tunnel, or the tee box needs to go up about 70 feet. But as is, don't love it. All right, there's where the disc landed. So as you guys can see, you come through the crazy tunnel, and there is where that tunnel is. You'd think it'd be a good spot to put a basket about here, but instead they said, no, another 120 feet back there. So if anyone birdies this hole, wow, best birdie of their life, to tell you the truth. Now I got this little low ceiling. It's not really even anything I can do from here unless I can nose bounce one. Where's Chandler Fry when I need him? Yeah, take your 3 here. Take your stroke on, folks, because this one's probably going to play. Nah, I won't play that far over, but it'll play a good 3.6. Kobe. I mean, just because you got a stump doesn't mean you got to use it. That's all I got to say. I think this hole could be good, but it needs some changes. I'm going to go ahead and take a second just to apologize to anyone who has a affinity for this course. Everyone who's putting in the work on this course, I really appreciate you guys. I do think this will be an incredible track, and it already is in its own right, but it is just a little challenging, and especially those last 2 holes in a row kind of irk me a little bit, but there's some decent ones coming up, so it's not all doom and gloom. I just want to be honest with you guys. I think honest feedback is the way that we all get better as people, as disc golf courses, as course designers, tournament directors, whatever it is, anything in life. If you get honest feedback and learn how to use it, that's how we keep leveling up. Hole 12, I really like this one. It's a cute little pseudo dual option straight shot. Basket's perched on a bit of a cliff. There's a massive boulder with a drop off right behind it. So if you're 10 feet long, you'll also be 10 feet below the basket. I'm gonna play straight putter. Just try to work it just to the right side of those trees that kind of split this fairway here. Keep it low, slide up. Okay, if I get a little fade right now, come on. Oh, good little tree tap. We're gonna be sitting close right there. Great shot, good line. Maybe 1 more degree of hyzer, it would have not needed the tree. Love, but we're one with the trees, y'all know that. Say these leaves are pretty cool. It's not too often I find anything bigger than my head, but these guys put it to shame. This camera angle kind of shows the downslope and the steepness of that drop off. 1 little tree to beat here in the bullseye. Yeah, I like this hole. It's a good one. 6 holes left on this monstrous track. This one's par 5. 925. Narrow right-hand, backhand, hyzer shape off the tee here. You got to hit that pinch point, get some skip left, and then rip a shot up the hill on your second. Kind of go from there. Yeah, if someone birdies this hole, wow, incredible. Another really hard par 5 here. That feels perfect. Centered the gap, skip left. That's a good spot. Let's see if we can par from there. That's right, I said par because, like I said, the birdie is so elusive on some of these holes, especially this one. But we're gonna try. You know I sound like a broken record, but unfortunately this is another hole here where the second shot just doesn't have a defined way to go. Like, there is obviously this little skinny gap here, but then after that, there's just no real way to fly your disc cleanly. Yeah. Really hard not to just get slightly upset at a hole like this. And so because of that, you got to really double down on your patience this week. Like I was saying, be patient, take what you can get out here. I'm going to rip hyzer flip, flippy driver, and just, yeah, like I said, another prayer shot. There's a lot of those out here. Hit a gap, say a prayer. I'm not really sure who gets rewarded or not based off of a skill of a shot. It's just kind of who gets a little lucky. All right, flippy driver. Let's hit the gap. Everything else is a bonus. Hit the gap, let's go. Wow, I actually just pured the line. Apparently I'm a course designer's dream out here. Let's go, feeling good. Game's feeling right, timing's feeling solid. And I know I might be sounding a little harsh on my thoughts on the course, but like I said, I'm just being honest. Because I'd love to see this place be the best course it can be, and one of the best in the world, and I think it can. Usually for me, when I'm giving criticism, I'm doing it because I believe in this thing, and I think it has the potential. If I'm at a place that doesn't really have the potential and it's kind of misutilized, then I'm not really gonna waste my energy on it. But when you have a property and you have a crew like these guys, oh god, who are obviously committed, then you want to see the best for it, because you want to see everyone learn about this place and want to come here over and over, because it is a beautiful property and it's going to be a beautiful disc golf course. Tucked on the tree here, got to go flex forehand. So you can see the FPO basket. MPO is another 120 feet tucked around the corner to the right. And this is where two great shots get you. They leave you with the best forehand of your life to maybe have a look for birdie. Well, let's go. Hit the gap. Got the fade, past the FPO basket. We have a 80-footer, and that's our reward for playing it perfect. You know, this is another good time to go get that drink, go get that popcorn, because I'm going to be on my soapbox on the next tee box. I think the next hole is maybe the worst hole I've ever seen on a Disc Golf Pro Tour course. Yeah, the tee shot is just not fun, not entertaining, not repeatable. Yeah, I'll just let you get there and see it yourself. Oh man, hate to sound like a Debbie Downer. I'm having fun, I promise you. My game's feeling good. This course just needs work. It's just that simple. But I got confidence that they're gonna put in the work, and hopefully this feedback doesn't come off too harsh. Thanks, y'all. Okay, we came from there, flew past the FPO, then MPO is way back there, tucked around the corner. I mean, I don't even think it needed to be tucked around the corner. I think even just straight ahead here would have been fine. But we gotta look for 1, 2, 3. This would be for birdie. All right. Birdies on par 5s out here. Our strokes on, folks. Multiple. Yeah, wanted it a little too much. Got flat out of the hand. I needed to come out with a little hyzer. I knew it. At least with the first one. Okay, let's take a par if we can. Yes, we can. We always can. When we believe, we can achieve. Roll that sleeve up. This sweat's starting to grab me, you know what I'm saying? And one! Give me that par. Come on now. All right, I hate to be brutally honest with you guys, but we're gonna continue the theme. This is probably the worst tee shot I've ever seen on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. It's just really boring, unrepeatable, not entertaining for the fans based off of just like the shortness of it and the sharpness of it. Not very realistic. Yeah, it's just because we have a cool Y tree, or double Y tree action here making a gap, doesn't mean we have to use it. So I'm just gonna say why for this hole. Why? Just why? Maybe if you put the basket straight ahead where we're just throwing like a finesse shot through this gap, or like piping a shot straight through it, or like actually make a gap through those trees instead of trying to make us turn it through this gap on like a 90-degree, there could be potential here. Second shot I like, assuming you can get to the landing zone, but you can't. So this first shot needs a lot of work. There's a Mando over there, so you can't just take this easy hyzer to the right. I'm just gonna rip a roller, pray, because I think it's the best option. Okay, come on. Work. Oh my God, I'm a freaking genius. I actually got to a landing zone where I can maybe birdie. But I had to throw a roller and just get lucky as hell. So, yeah, this hole, we can do better. We can do better. I think we just need to create a gap through that stuff and not like try to make players play this little fake corner thing that we got going here. All right, our basket once again going to be a solid 90, 100 feet past that red basket there. Likely a forehand on the second shot just because of the uphill nature of the run up. And yeah, over here to the left, there's not really a good window, so let's hope we can get a little fortunate here. Okay. Oh my god. It was so solid feeling. Maybe I played too fast of a disc though. Kicked right. Hopefully I got a scramble window. I'd be very happy with par all 4 rounds on this hole, or all 3 rounds. Okay, I got a semblance of a window here. Nice little soft forehand shot. Try to ring it up. This will be for birdie. Got that last tree that I had to beat. We got a putt. Putt for par. All right, C2 look. Just outside. Another straddle, who would have thought? Oh, there it is. All right, there's a C2. Like I said, you're gonna need a couple. Hole 15, challenging tunnel shot. Way down the hill. It says 0 feet elevation change. I'm not believing it. I'm gonna say it's more like 80 feet on a 360 foot shot. So it's probably gonna play in that power zone of like 250. You really just gotta hit your line here. Keep the disc from moving left or right at all. Straight putter is my choice. Hopefully you guys can see the blue band down there, and we'll be able to follow the flight as it goes straight to the chains. A little bit of headwind. Oh my god, did I just throw the best shot ever here? Yeah, I did, and then I hit a tree. Yeah. This one's close. I think it's just a little narrow. If we could somehow widen it just a bit, I think it could be incredible hole. Definitely close. This one's really close. This one's good. Good as is, but I think it could be a little wider. You know, you hate to love a shot as much as I just love that one, and to end up in a spot like this. Oh man, there's really not any great scramble opportunities here. Because even that turnover is cluttered. I gotta figure something out through the gap here. Maybe even forehand understable putter and just try to zip it through this little gap here. I think that's my best option. Putting putter forehand. Oh, went into the creek just long and left, but it plays casual. So we'll have a putt for par. Yeah, you really gotta stay in this gap to have any options here. Easier said than done. I'll go 0.5 here to give you guys a good idea of how tiny this little green is. So even if you throw a perfect shot, you're likely gonna have some soggy or weird footing on this one. And I'm back in the creek, so get your waterproof shoes. I've been loving these Columbias I've been wearing recently. I think they're called like the Facet or something like that. Well, they've been probably my favorite disc golf shoe yet. Even better than those Nikes that I was wearing. Plus they ain't doing abusive labor practices, so I'm trying to go with companies with like that, you know? It's the little things who you support that matter. All right, putting in the water, testing these shoes out for par. Tiptoeing in my Columbias. That's right. Who needs Jordans for disc golf? Oh, get off me, spider. Sorry, spider. There we go. Good par. You're gonna step to the tee of 16 and feel confused. Be like, why is the gap so big? Why does this feel like such a must-get birdie? Am I at Oconee National Disc Golf Complex still? You are, I can assure you. You just found the must-get birdie of the track. Reed's 300, perched in kind of a bowl with a backdrop, uphill, gonna play about 375 power-wise. Take your fairway, ace run it. Or just throw it 2 straight and barely beat the trees you're trying to beat. That might be close. Let's go. Got fortunate there. I was like, I like being by the trees. I thought that's what we do out here. Now what a treat a tap-in birdie at Oconee is. Take everyone you can get. Because even the winner of this tournament might only have like 6 for the whole tourney. Hole 17, par 4, says 0 feet elevation. That's also wrong. Well downhill. You can see the gap ahead of us leading to that bridge there. It's what they're intending you to play. But I advise you, do not take that. Go over the top with the fairway on Annie if you have the power. I had an eagle putt yesterday from about 50. So yeah, I'm just gonna rip a Big turning shot here. They did put a Mando in over here to the right. Oh no, they changed the Mando. All right, turning fairway. See if we can get up there. A little too nose up there. But I think I got to the far side of the creek. We made progress. That's a decent tee shot. Not as good as yesterday's. I didn't get it to hold the whole time. But yeah, I'll take that. I faded out, like I said, just a little bit early. But I'm still in this window here with a good opportunity to get up and down for a birdie look. 17 will definitely have a higher birdie percentage than most holes. And we'll probably see some eagles. Hopefully I'm one of them. Or 3 of them. Alright, force flex. Approach speed disc. Nope. Missed right into the ravine. Whoopsie doopsie. Alright, putting the camera in the creek so you guys get a good angle. Shout out to the tripod. I need to let it dry off after this. Gotta remember that. And I guess I'm coming on into the casual water. Okay. I'm gonna go forehand Annie flippy putter. It's my best option from here. Hold over. Alright, put it close. I heard some water, so that means pretty much parked because the water wraps around bullseye there. Okay, a little meat on the bone, and we got another wet foot putt. Gonna have to air these shoes out somehow in this sauna steam room. I think there's a little sandbank over here for me to jump onto. Okay, that's nice. I can kind of use it as a sandbank and just float that left foot. There you go. Shout out Sam. Oh my gosh, you guys. Tragic bogey there. Oh, it's alright. I'm going to throw a better drive tomorrow. I won't even have to deal with that upshot. I'm going to have a putt. As we step up to the final tee, I believe I'm 3 over, which really legitimately feels like I'm playing like 1035, 1040 golf right now if I can finish on a par or a birdie, especially if I can get a birdie. They did save the most beautiful green for last here on hole 18. 375 feet as the laser shoots, but it's going to play a little bit uphill, and the fact that you can't be anywhere short, although otherwise you're just cut off by that cliff and you don't even have a sight line to the basket from circle 1, you're going to want to miss long here, and it's going to play about 440 distance wise. I like medium stable driver, and when I say driver versus fairway, that means distance driver, just for you guys who might be new to the channel. All right, try to ring it. Let's go. Oh, it's so low. But it's important to note that the right side miss that I just had is the best miss because the land kind of gradually slopes off to the right, whereas to the left it just drops straight with that cliff. So you can see the basket where I'm at. I still have a makeable putt. Here's a great look at this beautiful green we have to finish off on. If I make this putt, that's for a 2 over par. I truly think that if you play 3 2 over pars, you might win this tournament. You'll definitely be in contention. I can almost guarantee that's a podium. So let's knock it down for the win. Oh, you gotta want it for the win, y'all. You can't short them, not if you want it. You know what? I'd settle for three over par every round here, and I don't think I'd be mad. That's for sure. That's a wrap, y'all. 3 over at the Oconee National Disc Golf Complex for the final practice round at the Mary Sunshine House Classic Disc Golf Pro Tour Q Series. Yeah, really excited to see this course mature over the next 3 to 5 years, because I think at that point, with some tweaks and some feedback, has a chance to be up there with the big dogs as the best courses not only in the U.S. but on the planet. So hopefully it keeps growing. Let the people know in the comments that you want to come check it out, and you want to see them make some of those changes so it's a little more rewarding and scoreable. But yeah, we love the beautiful challenge out here. The elevation change is great. You got the water hazards. You got mature trees. You just got a little bit of everything you need for great disc golf. And thanks you guys so much for tuning in. Excited to bring these practice rounds back to you guys over the next 3 weeks, and then gearing up for Vlogmas here soon. So stay tuned for that. Starting December 1st through 25th, 25 straight days, 25 different courses. Always a lot of fun bringing you guys that. And yeah, we'll see if there's any sponsor announcements or anything between there, here and there. And until then, just gonna keep having fun and enjoying this beautiful game of disc golf. Peace, y'all.